Hi YouTube, Gaming Guy back and ready for some more arena action. Yesterday we did a full breakdown of the new arena meta that released today, new cards and old sets included, and that's what this video is. There will be some links and there'll be some tags in the description so you can jump to the relevant parts that you're interested in, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Here we go, okay. I was looking at the previous one. Sorry about that. Okay, so 31.4, patch 31.4, launching on January 21st, pushes Hearthstone further than it's ever gone. Heroes of StarCraft mini set, the new Mythic Kerrigan hero skin, and the arena-only card, and more. So all of these cards are going to be new. I have exactly 2,000 gold for the pack. No more arena after the ticket. I won't go infinite, lol. Gold wise, I started. Well, it depends on how well you do, Lunar. I feel like I had like 2,000 gold at the start of this last meta, and now I have 10. But maybe it was 4. I can't remember. It was either 2,000 or 4,000. But anyways, we've net either 6 or 8,000 gold this meta, even with those 2 crappy runs to end the meta. So first things first, there's an update. This is going to be a bit shittier. It's still a very good card for arena, even at 4 mana. It's just a little less good. It's a decent change because mage is way too overpowered. This is particularly great for mage. Looks like there's going to be some type of event. The arena pool will be Voyage to the Sunken City, Murder at Castle Nathria, Whizbang's Workshop, Perils of Paradise, and the Great Dark Beyond, including Heroes of StarCraft. Let's see it. I'm trying to figure out where the mini-set cards that are coming out tomorrow have been released. What I'll start with is giving my opinions about these decks and what cards are good through the client, I guess, and then I'll try to find the fucking whatchamacallit, wherever the mini set cards are online. I just don't know where it is. I'm looking. Additionally, a new arena only card will be added to the card pool to help you probe the depths of the meta. It's another spaceship card that's neutral, which is get a random starship piece, so that's pretty cool. That helps starship. That really helps because it's going to give you. This card gives you three spaceship pieces in one. So, and then if you launch your spaceship, it'll do the same thing again. So that just kind of discard by itself makes spaceship meta like arena viable. Loner decks will be a bit better. And then there's some bugs. On February 4th, Wonders XL will end. Is back to a 30-card format using Wonders format with Journey to Ngoro. I don't even know what this means. What is the Wonderful Ngoro format? I don't know. Don't know. I think this is some Battleground shit. I'm not exactly sure what that even means. But let's start with the card review of the shit that's in game. First list of the sets. Yeah. There it is. Okay. So I'll start with what I know where to find in the collections and go class by class kind of quickly. And then I'll try to find the wherever the mini set cards are. Yeah. So Voyage to the Sunken City. Whatever the fuck that is. Where is it? Sunken City, okay. Oh, wait. There we go. So starting with Demon Hunter. Multi-Strike looks like a decent card. Give your hero +2 attack. They may attack additional So you can kind of do, like, you take a lot of face damage. So, it's a little bit weak, actually. Cast plus by 1. This is a good card, Herald of Chaos. It's standard. It's a 3/4 rush and lifesteal, and it can give you fucking extra. This is a really good card for Demon Hunter that's coming in. Put a Sunken Defector at the bottom of your deck. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Glaive Shark's back. I remember this card. Okay, so Demon Hunter is going to be much better. Just this set in general is pretty. Filter by type. How do I do that? Sorry. Include. I don't see. I'm filtering by deck. So this is like the this is one of the first decks that's in it, and then I'm seeing what I think will be good. I broke a lot of those. I broke a lot of those down for this patch. I just search. Oh, by typing it, old school. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sure, we could do that. But I think I want to tell you what I think's broken, and then I'll see like the synergies at the end. So Glaive Shark is one of the cards I remember from back in the day being very good. It's an AoE. It's a beast. The Colossals are back, I guess. This seems pretty good. +4, increase the start of your turn. Increase the damage of the stocks. The appendages. So you have a Demon Colossal that's good. Like, this deck is really good, this set for Demon Hunter. Most of this shit looks strong. The Dredge mechanic's back. I think that's it. Auxilia's just average. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying, like, it's the best Colossal, but it's better. It's a better Legendary than what they've had right now. Besides, like, the broken ones like, Kill Jaden and shit like that. Colossals being back makes the legendary pick at the beginning quite a bit stronger in general. This 4/4 is a bit slow. This could potentially be broken, but nothing too exciting so far that I'm reading. Deal 4 damage to a minion if you played a Naga. Also give your hero +4 attack this turn. It seems like a bit shit because it's like has such a big condition, and there's cards that are that strong already. Colossal back you. It's just a little wiggle room since a fair amount of decks like to run. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like exciting. Like Flipper Friends is like one of the cards I remember being. This is draft this shit. This is very strong for Druid. That's like one of the better ones from this set. Miracle Growth is another one that's very good. So these are like the it's the heavier shit. This Colossal, kind of like standard Colossal. Like, so Druid again, like most of its power is 5+. Like these two are very good. I remember from previous Arena iterations. Fresh empty mana crystals you sold to the cost. Ooh, shit. And you have the Green Thumb Gardener. Okay, so basically everything for Druid in this set that's 5+ on the screen right now is pretty good. But I remember these two specifically. If you can do the Gardener plus Flipper Friends, or Gardener plus Miracle Growth and Flipper Friends in like ways in the same hand, the same turn, that shit's like broken. So typical Druid shit, like you're gonna have broken mid and late game stuff. That's nothing new. Anything cool in this set for Hunter? Edger looks delicious, yeah. Deal 2 damage to an enemy if you played a Naga while holding this. So there's a lot of shit that's like in this set that's like Naga dependent. So Hunter looks like it has some good Nagas right here. Oh, Raja's back. Raja's fucking... Okay. After you cast a spell, deal damage equal to its cost to the enemy hero. So you can like... You can have a pretty powerful removal turn with Spell Hunter. I think this was the set that like encouraged Spell Hunter. And then all that damage can be going face too. So this card's pretty fun. You've cast 3 spells while holding this, deal 5 damage, yeah. K9 Otron is a pretty decent card. nice and sticky. And you can get free tempo when you play it. Oh wait, it's not Death Rattle. So you could potentially like have your 3/3 rush that has a negative effect, and then you could just summon it for free with the K9 Ultron. That's a good combination, for example. Beast, you can reduce something by 2. It seems pretty pedestrian so far. Okay, more colossal stuff. I don't know. I'm not too excited about anything. I mean, the combination of tools is kind of exciting, and then there's like a bunch of Naga synergy for Spell Hunter, but Spell Hunter is pretty slow. I don't know how viable it's going to be in Arena, so I don't know. Hunter might be a little worse. Just off of this set, not super excited about any of this stuff that I'm reading. This card's decent, but the Death Rattle puts it on the bottom of the deck, which instead of like having the 3/3 that comes back on the board. Not gonna lie, the amount of Naga I have seen only this far means it will be Druid and Mage as top dogs. Well, this is just the first of like 5 sets, so it's kind of a fun set for Hunter. I don't see anything super strong, but the other sets might be much better for Hunter. Battlecry Dredge if it's a mech, draw it. Spell Coiler's back. I remember this shit, so that's more Discover for Mage. Fuck. Not too happy about that. Add 2 Arcane Mage spells to your hand that are temporary. Sunken, the Sweeper's a strong card. Mecha Shark's pretty crap. Jellyfish is decent, like, removal for Mage. Gaia is a great card. One of the better Colossals I remember. If you play a Naga Refresh 2 mana crystals, that's weak. While in your hand, this transforms if you cast a prior. Lady Nas is okay. It's kind of weak. That's hard to pull off. It's not the strongest set for Mage. Yep, there it is. Only 56% win rate for Mage. Need to pump those numbers up, Kappa. Exactly, Lunar. Katori... Scumbag Paladin. Okay, this Mooncatcher card is very fucking good. Mimrodon is decent. I don't know. I remember Sunfish, but the Mooncatcher is pretty good for Pally. Leviathan's good. Frontline, summon a minions from each player's... Okay, this is terrible. Okay, so this will help some of the RNG effects go insanely bad, because like there's sometimes you can just like cast a... There's ways to just randomly cast a 9-cost spell based on other spells, like the Yogg in the Box, for example. So that'll help that be more aggravating when you get something trash like this. This is terrible. The Garden's Grace, give a minion +4/+4 Divine Shield, costs 1 less for each mana you've spent on holy spells this game. A potential holy combo. Immortalized in Stone is pretty honest. Nothing, it's a decent card. Nothing crazy. Leviathan's pretty alright. Nothing super exciting here. That makes me think it's going to be any stronger than it is now. Really, 56? Yeah, Mage is really broken. Mage just does everything that you want to do this meta the best, which is generate more cards than your opponent and be able to utilize like good removal. So Mage has good generation cards with strong late game spells and efficient removal. It's like everything you want. Priest has been garbage. I mean, Priest was like, I've been back playing for about right around 5 months now. And Priest was like top dog for like maybe 3 weeks out of that 5 months, but I have not played too much Priest because it's been pretty shit for a long time. If you've cast a holy spell while holding this, restore 6 HP to all friendly characters. That's a solid card. And then there's Silence and Remove. That's pretty strong. More removal tool for Priest. Drown is good. I think their Colossal is okay. I can't remember what minis that it does. Oh, Whirlpool is strong. So Priest got has some very good. Priest should be better. Like, this is some very good control shit for Priest, which it's super lacking right now. So I think Priest will, like, just with this set alone, should be hopefully at least 4% better. Maybe it'll make it actually playable. Rogue. 3-1 that deals 1. That's very fucking good. Fillet Fighter. That's a good combo piece, and it's just strong in general. It's got good stats. Good card there. Jackpot's good for, you know, just getting value that you don't draft. So you could high roll, get some Colossals and shit here. Oh, the Trickster. This bullshit's back. Oh, fucking hell. I hated this shit. Damn it. Oh, fucking... Okay, Rogue's gonna be pretty good. Because you can fucking do, like, a Tsunami on turn 3. For example. I don't know if Tsunami's rotating out or whatever, but you get my drift. Because this fucking thing makes your next spell free, regardless of cost. So that was one of the reasons Rogue was good months ago. Just that card along. Vessel's back. Oh, and you can do Pirate. This guy is really hard to pull off, but he's really fun when you do pull him off. He's a fun card. But I would be wary of drafting him, because it's really difficult to summon 7 Pirates. Yeah, these are all of the good Rogue cards that made Rogue good in the past. So Rogue is going to probably be back as one of the top 3 or 4 classes. This is all of the good shit. All 4 of these cards that made it strong when it was good. Scroll's good for Shaman. Schooling was fine. This was fine. Nothing crazy. Fire spell damage. Your nature spells cost 1 less after you cast Frost spell. Gain 3 armor. Okay, so it makes your fire spells better, makes your nature spells cheaper, and your frost spells heal you. Okay, so that's a bit interesting. It's kind of a fun card, and it's a Naga as well. Command of Neptulon's a great card. This is something you want to RNG. Coral Keeper was good. Gulper, I believe, was just okay. So, nothing super broken in Shaman like we just looked at for Rogue and potentially Demon Hunter. This set in particular, I think Priest and Rogue had the best cards, and maybe Demon Hunter. Not exactly sure, but maybe this one as well. But I don't remember Demon Hunter being great, so probably overvaluing that. Oh, Curse Warlock's back. Fun. This is a good card. So you have the Abyssal Curses. You've cast a shadow spell while holding this. Steal 2 health from a minion. That's pretty cool. So you could steal 2 health and kill something on board. Oh, that's like this would be a better card if you didn't give him 3 cards to destroy. If you gave him like 2, it would be a good counter to like Stupid Mage with 10 cards potentially, but they have so long to play them. And it costs 4 mana. It should cost like 2 mana. So you could do that and then still utilize most of your turn. That takes up like way too much. That's a fun card, but I think it's like pretty shit because it's too much mana for what it does. Oh, Zakul, the more Abyssal stuff. So Abyssal was just a bit too slow in Arena, so this is kind of not like the strongest Warlock shit. Warlock set. Taunt, Dredge. This is a good card. This is the Sunken Trident's good. Oh, the Trench Stalker was good. So this is like standard. So basically, after looking at all these cards, because this has been in Arena before, Rogue has the best options. Shaman has okay. I think like the winners from this set is Rogue, potentially Druid, maybe Shaman. A lot of the Warriors just average. Is any scary neutral from this set? This guy's good if you can draft him. I don't know if he's playable in Arena. Add a 1/1 Nogling to your hand, discover a spell that costs 3 or less. It's a solid card. Drafted that plenty of times. Ooh, Gayplank Driver's back. Good card. Well, maybe good is strong. Slow card, but definitely valuable. Mothership was good. Okay, let's just see the types quick. Amalgam of the Deep, a new Amalgam. Okay, a fair amount of beasts. There's a lot of Naga only and Naga synergy cards. Demon Hunter has a shit ton of them. Druid. So there's a lot of cards depending on the class, but I think most of the class-specific Naga, if you played a Naga, should have a lot of Nagas. So Paladin only has the one Naga, but it doesn't have any of those. If you played a Naga, then have a bonus effect cards. So the class, I think this card did, right? Yeah. So the cards, the classes that require Naga to be played have 5 Nagas. All right, let's go on to the next one. Murder at the Castle. Castle Nathria, where are you? Okay. Your hero plus 3 attack, choose a card. Choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. So it's like crazy stats. This is really good. Like, you lose 1 card to play it, but it's a 5/4 for potentially even on turn 1 with a coin. It's not a big deal to sacrifice 1 card in your hand. That's potentially expensive anyways. After your hero attacks, draw until you have 3 cards, and then you have the synergy with this weapon to refill. Discover a Castrella, confuse, cast all 3. Oh, yeah, Artificer. This is a good legendary. I remember this card. It's like not the most broken, but it's solid. Oh, yeah. Infuse, you just have to have your minions die while it's in your hand. So this is like some aggro tools, essentially. You have the removal tools, then you have aggressive tools in this set. Nothing super game-breaking that was super strong in this set for Demon Hunter. That sticks out to me. Incarceration's a decent tempo removal card for Druid to slow the game down. A lot of Sin's a decent card for Arena. That all is kind of the last set. Everything on the first page wasn't too exciting. Draw a Death Rattle minion, gain its Death Rattle. That's pretty good. That's good stats for 5 mana, too. For the rest of the game, after you cast a nature spell, summon a 3/3 Whelp with Rush. Doesn't seem very good. Discover a minion from your deck to summon or cast a spell. Or a spell to cast. This is fucking 8 mana. That's... it's very underwhelming. That's definitely more of a standard card, where you could, like, have synergies to make it work better. To make this more valuable, I guess. Even in standard, like, there's probably some combo. Playing this for free would be good, I guess. I don't know. With that rogue card, or there's other legendaries that would do it, but for 8 mana, that's crap. Don't drop this. Taunt, draw a minion, reduces cost by 8. That's pretty decent. Cast, hey, here we go. Convoke the spirits. Cast 8 random druid spells, targets chosen randomly. Oh shit. So this is like probably a pretty good card most of the time, but one of the bad spells you could get was from the other set, that 9 mana card. I think that's a druid spell. Pretty sure. So there you go. I was mentioning that. Nothing, this is a very weak-ass set in Arena for Druid. I'm not excited about any of this. For Hunter, though, this is a great card for Hunter. See, Hunter, I didn't get excited about Hunter for anything so far, so it's good that Hunter is getting some good tools. Give it friendly minion, +2 attack. To beast, give it rush. A little weak for the location, but it's got good beast synergy, which is typically the best cards for Hunter anyways. That's very good for your beast. It's very strong. For non-beast, it pretty much sucks. Frenzied Fangs is great. Good tempo, and you can summon more. This is kind of weak, but it's a good tricky addition to the secret pool. Summon a random dormant wild steed. Poacher, this is good. This is what you want. And Stag Charge. These three. The wild steeds was the strength of Hunter for this set. This card's okay. Huntsman is a good card. Deal 6 damage to 3. Random enemy minions. Excess damage hits the enemy hero. It's pretty good. Yeah, this is overall, most of this stuff is stuff you want to play with and draft for Hunter. So this is a very strong set for Hunter. Like, all the early game pretty much is just playable stuff and just strong stuff. Same with the late game stuff. What the hell is Infuse? I stopped playing in those years, lol. Infuse is just here. Upgrades in hand after friendly minion dies. It's Lunar. So, basically, if you have minions on board and this shit's in your hand, like, say you have 3/1/1s that you run into a taunt, that would, on the board after you top deck this with it in your hand, you just satisfied it. So, it has to be in your hand, and you have to have minions on the board that also die to set it off, if that makes sense. That's what the Infuse mechanic is. And all of these cards are just good tempo late game cards. So this is the strongest set for Hunter as of right now. Objection: when your opponent plays a minion, counter it. That's a good spell for Mage. As long as there's more than that spell in there. Cold Case. Ooh, this fucking shit's back. Oh mother. Shit. And the Sanctum. Fuck. These. Okay. So, yeah, this set is, as I was praising Hunter, and that makes Hunter playable. This shit was, like, the most broken stuff, for one of the metas to make Mage the best. Just these 4 cards in general. This little square here. This Torch is pretty good, but the volatile skeletons were just, I remember being very powerful and broken. So Mage is definitely not going to be bad, because you have other cards in the set that are just crazy with it. Like an AoE that generates a board. Here you go, Deathborn. And you also can do the same things the priest was doing. Remove minions from the game. Just like click delete on any minion you please. Jesus. Okay, so Hunter has had one good set, and Mage has had both sets have been good. So Mage is still going to be fucking broken. Anything exciting here for Paladin? This card's good. Discover is great. It's okay stats, plus it gives you a good card. Decent one drop. Your deck has no neutral cards. Set minion stats to 1/1. It's probably unplayable in Arena. Definitely going to want to draft neutral cards. Set a minion's attack and health to 3. Great Hall is okay. It's decent. Your deck has no neutral cards. Add 3 legendaries. So yeah, this is that's probably shit too. Shoot 5 rays. I mean, they give minions. Divine Toll is a good card. So you can either buff your own or you can kill your opponent's stuff. That's a good spell. For each card in your hand randomly, gain Divine Shield, Rush or Taunt. Pretty weak overall. That's like Paladin. Paladin's looking like it's going to be pretty crappy so far to me. Hopefully the other sets are better for it. Battlecry, discover legendary minion. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. Oh, this is a fun card. It's a gaming card. Cathedral of Atonement. Okay, so this is one of the cards that and sets that made Priest. When it was Priest was the best, it had this set in there. So this is one of the reasons Priest was the top for those, like that 3 weeks to a month that I mentioned. It was this card. So I'm assuming the other cards are I'm going to recognize and tell you. Identity Theft is one of those cards. Stealing your basically this is the engine that helps Priest steal all your cards like it wants to and just outvalue you. Identity Theft is really good. And then you can steal your opponent's cards and then make them cheaper. Seems fine. Oh, Psychic. This card's fucking good too. Because you basically these are the 3 cards: Psychic, Identity Theft, and Cathedral of Atonement. Those are some of the top strongest cards in one of the previous sets. So Priest is going to be way better. That set's really good for Priest, and the other set was pretty good too. The other set had all the AoE control, and this set has the value. So I think Priest will be playable again. Perjury is decent. A lot of secrets in this set for Rogue, so that's kind of fun. You control a secret, choose a card, and your opponent's hand, shuffle it into their deck. Interesting. This kind of seems like fun stuff. Maybe a good. So at least there's more than one secret for Rogue, so they don't know if you play a secret which one it is. So that's good. Store soul inside of a friendly secret. Oh, Halkias is pretty fun. Oh, Private Eye. Okay. So, yeah, this, I did have, like, I do remember in Dual Class, like, one of the things you can do with this set is, I think one of my first deep runs from coming back was Secret Rogue. I think it went, like, 11 or something. Maybe it was 10. But we had a bunch of secrets, and we had a couple Private Eyes. So we'd coin out, like, 2 of these secrets for free on turn 3 with the 3/4 minion to boot, and then it would just be, like, we'd win the game off of that. So this plus, like, Rogue feels like it's going to be decently good, for sure, too. I think Rogue should be playable. I feel like Paladin is going to be pretty unplayable, unless the other shit we review are very good for Paladin. Anything, Muck Pools is good for Shaman. None of this stuff is and convincing. The one drops are playable. They're fine. Stone Right's okay. Not, like, this is a dud for Shaman. Like, the only stuff that you really want out of this is maybe Muck Pools was good. All this other stuff is pretty low value. Discover a friendly minion to resurrect. That's kind of cool, but kind of also useless. Give a minion +1. Yeah. All this stuff is weak compared to the other stuff we're looking at. So I remember, like, when Priest was good and Rogue was good, Warlock was pretty bad, so it's the same sets that make a class good makes another class bad, so was Paladin, so I feel like Warlock's going to be bad tomorrow. I have to find the mini set cards to confirm this, but based on that's the I wouldn't draft Warlock or Paladin tomorrow based on what I've looked at. Everything else I think is pretty playable. Mage is going to be good, Priest is going to be good, and Rogue is going to be good. Hunter's probably going to be pretty playable. Druid might be, Warrior might be okay. Demon Hunter looks like it's going to be better, but I don't know if it'll be good enough to be played. Maybe about this, maybe middle of the road. Battlecry, discover a weapon. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. That's a fun pirate. I do like the opponent interactions with your choices, the mental games. Taunt if you have more than 4 armor, gain +4/+4. That's a good card. Gain +1 for each damage minion, then attack. That's pretty weak. That's a fun card. Living Blade is a good card. I remember this being pretty broken. That's a good card to generate. I don't know if that's a legendary you want to draft. That's a good card to RNG for sure. Hopefully your drafted legendary is a bit stronger. Summon 3 1/1 jailers with taunt if you have 20 or less health. Give them +1/+1. A little bit on the weaker side. Nothing too exciting here. Playable, fun interaction stuff, but nothing that I remember as being like, oh shit, that's like really strong. More infused cards. So Maze Guide is a good tempo card. Sketchy Stranger, just discovering secrets is good. There's a lot of secrets, and then you can combo it with the Informant too. Lots of secret combos too. Ooh, you can destroy locations. You got the fun counter to locations, because most of the good strongest cards are usually locations. So it's cool that that's coming back in, the Renovator. But that's just an answer card, so not super strong or anything, just a fun mechanic. If you control a location, discover a copy of a card in your deck. Interesting. It's a good card. Lifesteal, this costs 0. That's potential. That's potentially huge in Arena. Oh geez, so much, yeah. Well, I'm going through to just like it's gonna take a while. Like usually this would take me an hour for obvious reasons. I usually don't go this thorough, but I might as well. Bog Beast was. This is a decent card. This is a good slow defensive card. I remember this card. Oh shit! So the better version of Sylvanas. So you get to Battlecry take control of somebody's shit. Sylvanas is back. That's fun. Noki. Okay, so that is a good legendary that's coming back. That's fun. The Jailer. Destroy your deck. This minion gains a move. Everybody. So I guess he's a finisher. He was pretty good in World of Warcraft, but that sounds I don't know if you want to fucking do that. I was referring to how much I had before I went on a dusting spree. Yeah, I like haven't dusted anything. I'm just building my collection over time, and then maybe I'll make some type of. Yeah, if you guys tell me that standard is very fun and they did a good job, then maybe we'll craft a deck and play it a little bit, like and hit legend or something. But for the most part, most of you guys have told me that standard has been pretty poo-poo, so I have had no interest to play until I hear it's good. Rush, Death Rattle summon an 8/8 Graveweed with Rush, so this is a pretty good strong card. That's really good tempo. 16/16 for 10 mana. Jailer into kill Jaden. There you go. After you destroy your deck. Oh, that would be actually if you played a kill Jaden and then you played Jailer. There's no detriment. That's actually a combo. So if you can discover kill Jaden somehow still, and then you draft a Jailer, you play a 10/10 immune with no downside. That's a fucking good combo there, Niner. That'll happen to some poor unfortunate soul, probably me, win one of my games. Whizbang's Workshop. What's in that again? I think that's still in right now, if I remember right. Okay, so this one actually has Death Knight cards. Oh, Threads of Despair is back, so that's a good removal card. So Death Knight's kind of been a little bit weak, and it's only really done one gimmick, which is just make some annoying Death Rattle bullshit and spread it. And then if you get ahead, they're kind of GG, well played. They have no removal, so that's good. That this is a good AOE removal tool for them, so they're not a one-trick pony. I'm happy to see this card back. GG, see you tomorrow for your second match. These games will take so long. There'll be some aggro decks, but yeah, the runs tomorrow for sure because nobody knows what to play. Everybody's gonna be wondering what the best one is, and this is the strong fucking Death Knight shit. So Death Knight's gonna be good. No surprise there. This is all the most broken Death Knight shit. The Headless Horseman, Stitch Maw, you got Foam Render, Humiliation. All four of these cards great, like S tier cards. This is S tier. This card is kind of a shitter, but Toy Snatching, like half of these cards are very playable and good for Death Knight, and they're most of the cards that made Death Knight strong. Lifesteal and Death Rattle. Oh, Ball Hog. Yeah, that's fine. It's double removal for 3/3. That's an okay card. Get 2 random demons, outcast, discover them instead. It's fine, I guess. Nothing super exciting. Magtheridon is back. Go dormant for 2 turns. While dormant, deal 3 damage to all enemies at the end of your turn. Okay, Magtheridon was a decent card for Demon Hunter. I just feel like Demon Hunter is just going to be a little shitty compared to what everybody else can do. Discover a demon, set its stats and cost to this minions. That's a decent card. Deal 5 damage to minion. Excess damage goes to both outcast, gain lifesteal. At least this card's good, I guess. Nothing super exciting there. Oh, Jade shit. Okay, Teddy is good. Because there's the Gigantify mechanic back, giving you an 8/8 copy of it. So the 3/4, the 2/4 is whatever, but the 8/8 is really good because it also has lifesteal and taunt and elusive. So it's good late game, solid, and it's a good early game card. Discover a card from your deck. If you have spell damage, copy it. Nothing else too exciting. Tyrantus is a very good card. Oh shit. So there's gonna be like gotcha druid games because you can play like a 14/14 taunt with elusive. So yeah, Druid seems like it's going to be like middle of the pack playable. This is very strong shit. This card's good, and these two cards are very good. Anything exciting for Hunter? Patchwork Pals is good. Very, very good, strong card. One of the best. Remote Control is fine. Ransaurus was good. I guess King Plush, like maybe you could play a slower Hunter. RC's Rampage was an okay card. Nothing. This is like the main star of this set for Hunter. Buy one, get one freeze. Wow. Great. And, oh geez. Oh geez. I'm making a triangle. These 4 cards, super broken. So, if you were tired of Mage being good, well, yeah, and Aviana. So, all these cards were very, very fucking good for Mage. I think Mage has had really strong, good cards in every set so far, so I think Mage will still be near the damn top again, unfortunately. Yogg in the box is here too. We have Chadgar, one of the best legendaries. There's other good legendaries that are as strong to compete with it now. You have Sleet Skater coming back, which is pretty fucking good. So a double freeze, heal. The Projection Orb is pretty weak for 10 mana. Sorry about the luck. I mean, it happens. It's the end of the meta, so be worse if it was tomorrow. Okay, so finally, some very good Paladin cards for Arena. Would have been pretty lame if I just tell you Paladin's bad, Paladin's bad, Paladin's bad for all 5 of these. Or 4 of these sets we're going over. Whack-a-Null is good. Fancy Packaging is good. This Virtue is very good. This can carry Paladin decks by itself, so you have some hope with the Light Bot. These are all the cards you want to find when you're making a Paladin deck. With the plushie, yeah, this is all the good shit. This entire set's very good for Paladin. So this is miniaturize, rush, lifesteal. So you get a 1/1 with this, and then you heal. You can buff this. This is the one that is removal, because you can make anything a 1/1. Crafter's Aura is very fucking broken. You get a free 6 drop at the end of your turn for 3 turns. This is all like the best stuff. This set is the first very strong set for Paladin. Glad they get at least one good one. Purifying Power, so Priest will have Silence, which will probably be pretty good. There's a lot of Death Rattles and other effects to silence. Puppet Theater, fuck. Oh, Jesus. So you can make your own minis of whatever. Play Matriarchs back. Puppet Theater's insane value. Scary. Priest is going to be good. Play Matriarch was very good. I didn't like this Priest much because it was just reactive mainly. Well, it has the outvalue you crap, all the strong outvalue you tools, which is what it needs to be playable. Right now, it's like not even playable because it just everything it does. There's other classes just do the same shit better. You like really get unlucky when you lose to Priest in game. Yeah, if Priest plays Matriarch, it's just over for you. Well, in the old meta, but I think like this card. So I think it might potentially be pretty fun because there's a lot of cards that are in this newest set that are this strong, right? Like the previous set when the Priest was playing this type of shit, the cards that were also in the set were complete trash from like there was cards from like fucking Naxxramas going up like the first expansion and then the original core set going up against the Clay Matriarch. It's just like, well, you're just fucked because you don't want to play pay a 6 mana 6/6 against this shit. You know what I mean? So hopefully it feels a little more balanced. Gotta go. Good night to you then, lol. Good night, Lunar. I have one more set to quickly go over, and then I'll try to find the mini set. But it seems like Warlock right now seems like it's going to be the worst class. And I think Mage will be the best class, is what I'll leave you with. Oh, you have the toy boat pirate rogue combo with extra tempo. Oh shit, this is good. Thistletea's fine. And this is the strong rogue shit with the other stuff. So rogue's got 2 good sets. Oh, Dubious Purchase is back. Fuck, this is a really good rogue stuff. Okay, yeah, rogue is definitely playable tomorrow. All this shit is golden. Scoundrel is really fucking good. Same with Dubious Purchase, Crystal Cove, Toy Boat, Buccaneer with Thistletea. Rogue is back. Ooh, fuck. Shit. You guys remember fucking Growfin, right? S tier plus to the moon fucking value on this little fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, Shamans have evolved mechanics in the previous set that wasn't too exciting. But when you combine it with good tempo cards and good value cards like this fucking Growfin, it's super broken because it has fucking Rush. Like, the 1/1 doesn't matter. The Gigantify version of it is fucking insane. Incredible value is okay. Sand Art Elemental is pretty good. Because you can, oh, Volcano is good healing. Solid. With Hagatha. So this was all good shit. This is all the strong. Wish Upon a Star, if you're winning. Once Upon a Time is very good. Shutter Block has some fun combinations. This was the strong shit. This is the list of cards. This is the strongest stuff for Shaman. It's got good tools. Anything for Warlock at all. Anything. Yeah. That like back Shaman was near the top because of Growfin and this set alone. So that's pretty good. I want to see if there's anything that makes me like Warlock at all. Domino Effect is good removal at least. No. That's terrible. I guess Wretched Queen is good. Table Flip is potentially good. Like, these are good cards, but still, like, just, like, Warlock, I've like, maybe have, like, 3 or 4 cards, and other classes I've liked about 20. So, Warlock, by far, is the shittiest class I've been reviewing so far. Boom Wretch is pretty good, because you can, trigger a death rattle of a friendly mech, and one of the friendly mechs has, I think that should still be in it, is the one with the 8-drop death rattle. I think that combo should exist. Or no, it's Safety Expert. So this is the strongest set for Warrior. You have S tier cards. You got 1, 2. It's like A tier. Well, plus the weapon. Typical Spill. It's okay. I mean, if you could summon like a 10-drop for 5, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for like Safety Expert or something. There's ways to use that. Standardized Pack is fun. This is the strongest like Warrior cards I've been looking at so far. Yeah, I hate that weapon once I see somebody equip it. Yeah, because typically they follow it up with like a target dummy or something. Or like a Safety Expert, right? Keychain, very solid arena card. Do something on 1, make sure you do something on 2. Zilliax is a good card. Oh, this is the fun, the meme card, Pro Gamer, right? Glad that that's back. Floppy Hydra's okay. A lot of okay value cards in these neutrals. Oh, Snow Flurry's back. This is very good for free spells. Nesting Golem is an annoying card. Nostalgic Gnome is pretty solid. Same with Building Block Golem. Just a lot of Origami Frog was very good. This is one of the better neutrals when it was in. Nostalgic Clown is a little slow, but a solid card. Anything? Oh, Assembly Bot's very good. This is very good in Arena. Other than that, and Origami Dragon's like okay. This is like a pretty strong set for Arena. And now we'll do Perils and Paradise. Okay, this is the set that's currently in. So this is, like, most of you should know which of the cards are good that's currently in, because it didn't rotate out or anything. Buccaneer's been pretty broken, and you have the Corpsicle with the Handler. They nerfed it, so this was broken before they nerfed it, but yeah. You want the Eliza, you want the Ghoul's Knight, Travel Security, Horizon's Edge. Those are all the S tier plus cards. I'm going to do this one really fast because it's currently in. Nothing super exciting. Demon Hunter is bottom, like right in the middle. It's very average because there's nothing like super exciting going on. Spirit Peddler's like the only thing that's like the best right now. You can get a good deck, but it's like you want to like have a good tempo aggro deck for Demon Hunter, but that's like the only card that's worth mentioning. Handle with Bear is good. Hiking Trail is good for Druid. Traveler is okay. Cruncher is okay. Dozing Dragon is S tier, like super good. Same with Buddy. Boulderling Buddy. Hydration Station, if you have the right deck for it, is good. This is a solid. Even at 8 mana, is still good in Arena. This legendary can be good, but there's other ones that are so much better. Nothing super exciting. Nice. Average pulls so far. Eliza and Spreading Hurts. 2 locations is weird for me. If it hits, it really hits. But there's like that was better before cards like Kill Jaden existed. So, before, like a couple months ago, that seemed pretty broken. But the legendaries you can get in Arena, and their Ceaseless Expanse, like just like that type of crap, you know, makes you feel that it's not nearly as good because it isn't. None of this stuff is very strong. Workhorse is good. Monkey Business is very good. Cash Cow is great. Death Roll and Furious Fouls. Like, basically, all of these are very... Well, this entire page is good for Hunter. So everything on this page is S or A tier. This is, like, the strongest stuff that makes Hunter viable and good right now. Including the Legendary is good as well, if you plan it out correctly. All the annoying shit that we are sick of. Chalice is great. Archmage, good. Tide Pool's broken as hell. Rising Waves, honest card, but it's removal. It's AoE, and you know, it's not stupidly broken. Huddle Up is still pretty good. It was like ridiculously good, but they nerfed it a bit. The things that can come out of it aren't as great. It's not as game-breaking because there's other answers. There's a lot of AoE. It's still stupidly good. And you can't draft it anymore. I think you have to RNG it. So, Tsunami you can draft. Very good card. And then there's the newest cards. Oh wait, shit. We're not done with Perils. Getting ahead of myself here. Life-saving Aura is good. Growmaster is decent. The Volleyball is good. This kind of makes Paladin playable right now. These are most of the cards you want in Paladin. No, it must be other shit. Power Spike. No, it's other sets. These cards are good, but there's only like 4 cards that are like A tier. They're not even S tier. So yeah, Paladin's just looking like it's... Oh, the location is very good. This legendary is a very good legendary. But yeah, nothing great. I think Paladin's gonna suck. That weapon with the minion that lets your HP target minions combos really nicely. I may or may not have inhaled burning herbs. To each their own, bro. Shanty is okay, but still not amazing. Yeah, like nothing. Like Paladin is like got like a 45 or something for a 44% win rate, so not riding off into the sunset about any of this shit. So it's standard. It's better than the stuff we were looking at, which is kind of scary for Paladin. So I feel like Paladin and Warlock, I would avoid playing them. I think they're both going to be pretty shit tomorrow or in a few hours. Hot Coals is good for Priest. Nightshade Tea is good. Priest is the worst class in Arena right now, so probably that's about it. Yep, everything else is pretty lame. Knick-Knack Shack is solid for Rogue. Rogue is also pretty shitty right now, so this is a very strong card. Everything else is not the worst, but it's not like great. Conman is good though, so this opens up to some pretty good free combos. So when Rogue is playable and good, Conman is one of the tools that makes it even better. So the other set that we looked at with the pirate potential, the secret potential, like they were pretty strong, and then the tempo from that. If Rogue is the tempo king traditionally, so if you have good tempo with Rogue will be playable. So I think this card will make a comeback because of the other sets making Rogue good again and playable again. But it has been pretty a little on the crappy side. Eudora is a good legendary too. Cookie's a good card when you're winning. When you can't play it because a mage removes all your minions every single turn, it feels pretty shit. Melty is obviously very good. Natural talent, all of this, everything on this page is playable, but this L is like the S and A tier cards here. Razzle Dazzle is good. There's an interaction in Tabard Brawl with the 1-drop battle cry. Get a copy of the last Draenei you played that makes them infinite. Oh, that sounds fun. Mismatching Outfits is a good card. Decoy is solid. Dazzlers, alright. Shaman's the second best card, but for the like some of these cards helping the current set that are still going to be in there. And Warlock is currently pretty crappy, so I don't think there's anything in here that's too great. This is one of the worst fire spells to RNG. This is a solid card. At least it has a good good AoE with this one. Yeah, nothing there that's good. That's why Warlock sucks right now. That's like, there's only like, Warlock has like 5 good, maybe S tier cards total, and other cards again have like 20 plus. Char is very good. Advisor is very good for Warrior. Line Cook's alright. Punch card is a great card. Calamari is pretty good. This Delicacy Dragon has soloed me in quite a few a game. This is a S tier plus card. Minestrosity is A to S tier. Very, very good solid Warrior cards. Warrior's playable just from this set alone. Discover a Marin. Here's all the S tier neutrals. This is 1, 2, 3 of the best neutrals you can draft right now. Or 2. This is one of the best legendaries in the game. That's a neutral. This can win games by itself if you play it on curve. These are very good. These are all the neutrals I typically draft. So another good neutral legendary. Super good because you can get Ceaseless Expanse from this. Syndius is okay. And then Marin, Snooze then. All the good strong shit. This is all the where all the neutrals you want to play with are. They're only 1/2s, but consistently using all your mana with no drawback is great for sure. Okay. Very quick go over the current Dark Beyond, and then hopefully I can find the mini set of new cards. Broken. Okay. Potentially broken, if you have built a good deck. So Death Knight, again, has had some strong nerfs on offerings of the broken Death Knight stuff, so it has been a lot less broken than it was before. But it's funny when they nerfed it twice, because Mage was even better, and they didn't even touch Mage. This is good. The turret, currently. Recruiter is broken if you can protect it. It's one of the few ways you can get enough tempo to win with Demon Hunter. Deidre is pretty good if you can draft it. Distress Signal is very good right now, and Cosmic Phenomenon is decent for Druid. Final Frontier is alright. Stargrazer is one of the better late game options for Druid. Very strong card. Detailed Notes is good for Hunter. With the Scout. Pod's alright. Alien Encounters is pretty good if you get enough Discover mechanic to tempo out for free. Blasteroid is good in the Mage Mirror currently. It should be good next time. This is good with Elemental Mage. This is super broken if you're winning enough and the game's slow enough to cast it. Lost the game on our first run, and here's the Supernova. That's the other 8-cost spell for Mage right now. That is good. Paladin kind of sucks right now, so most of this stuff isn't great because we can't. The Librams don't really hit. Even the Legendary has a drawback. Can't even kill your opponent quickly. Libram of Faith is pretty good. That's the only thing I'll say there. Shield of Ascara is good for Priest currently, and then Priest is the worst, so don't see too much Priest. But the other sets are going to make it more playable, so this card's going to come back. But the other shit is pretty weak. Maybe a Lightspeed will become more playable as the other cards help carry it into relevance. Rogue is not great right now, so maybe Starship Rogue will be a thing, but I don't know, because Starships will be more playable with that arena only card. So maybe this Legendary will become playable too. That'll be interesting. Triangulate's very good. Meteor Storm's good. Farseer Nubundu is insane. This is a very good 3-drop. These are most of the cards that make Shaman number 2 to Mage right now that you're looking at. And this is the most broken of all of the brokenness in Shaman. So play as many of these as you can, and this is a good combo to play more of these. This card makes Shaman number 2, almost by itself. S tier to the moon plus amazing card right there. My deck was Mech, Elemental, and a Dragon abusing cost reduction Mage. Yeah, I suppose since arena drafts are consistently inconsistent, this may actually be some fun drafting. Well, the first few days, you're going to play against a lot of wild shit while people try to figure it out. But personally, I'm not going to play with Warlock or Paladin trying to win, because based on what I've seen, both of these look by far the weakest. So I think they're going to make their way to the bottom. And then I think Mage will be probably at the top again. Death Knight will be at the top again. Shaman, Rogue is going to be better, and Priest is going to be better. I feel like the 5 classes you're probably going to aim for: Mage for sure, Shaman, potentially Priest, Rogue, Hunter, Death Knight. Like, I really feel like almost everything like I would feel comfortable drafting and playing based on what I've looked at so far, besides Warlock and Paladin, because everybody else just has better shit. Black Hole's fun, not a bad card, but again, like, you don't have enough tools to get to the late game and win the late game. None of that changes anything. That's why you hardly see any Warlocks right now. Jettison is a good card in the current meta. Hostile Invader has been insane. This card's okay. This card is okay legendary, but there's better. This card is like made Control Warrior and Warrior in general like have AoEs and be able to hold its own. So this is a very good card. Nebula can go on hiatus. Never draft it, but I always versed it. DK and Druid will be neck and neck with Mage barely in the lead. I don't know. I don't think like everything I looked at, Mage and Priest, they were all good, and like yeah, I see a lot of the cards that made certain classes the best at a time competing for that top spot. I don't know if I think DK and Druid are going to be vying. Like Druid seems like it might be broken in the late game, but it might get ran over before the late game by good tempo Rogue decks. Like, I think there's going to be a good balance. Like Rogue and Hunter always has this ability, but Rogue and Hunters are going to be able to kill you really quickly. And maybe even Demon Hunter. I don't know. But Demon Hunter seems like it's going to be on that, maybe on... So I think I'll add that to the classes I'm going to avoid playing until I, you know, other players that like these are their favorite classes. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like Demon Hunter, Paladin, Warlock are going to be weak. I think anything else is playable. And the top 3 is, we're going to find out. I'd be shocked if Mage isn't in it. Because Mage, it's not like every single set has good Mage cards. And that's not true for everybody at all. The neutrals, it's just like mostly the Star Shop Draenei stuff. This card is one of the best neutrals possible. That's not going to change because you can get Kill Jaden, which is one of the best and dumbest legendaries. This is playable, even more playable. Very good. Pretty decent. Stupidly broken. Stupidly broken. Okay. So let me see if I can find the actual Great Dark Beyond mini set cards. The Mage Legendary card, Exarch, is quite possibly my absolute favorite Mage card since extra turn Quest Mage. Oh, that extra turn, dude. Whenever that hit against me, I was always like, fuck my life. But the Mage pulling it off was always happy as fuck. So you command your faction. The Heroes of StarCraft mini set is split into 3 iconic StarCraft factions, Zerg, Protoss, and Terrans. So Death Knight, Demon Hunter, Hunter, and Warlock have joined the Zerg, led by the victorious Sarah Kerrigan. The Zerg are known for swarming aggression. So hopefully the mini set, like it doesn't seem like if there's Zerg new cards built into Arena, right, there should be pretty good aggro decks there to balance everything out. So if people are drafting extremely greedy, then the Zerg decks take care of them, and then that helps people, you know, not draft too greedy. Like kind of the same thing people do now, like that balance, so games aren't all like an hour long. So we have Spawning Pool, get a 1/1 Zergling, Death Rattle. Your Zerg minions that have rush this turn. So you click this, you get a 1/1. And any other... Oh, okay, so this is just like get an extra 1/1, and then you can like give your other Zerg minions rush to get board control. That seems pretty strong. Summon a copy of this, so 2 1/1s for 1, that's solid. 3 mana, 4/2, deal 2 damage to a random enemy, repeat for each other Zerg minion you control. Ooh, that's a potential scary-ass card. So this is... a Warlock card? So maybe Warlock will be better, and I think if it can get all of the mini set cards and have good Zoo decks or something. Because right now its control capabilities are not great. It has some of the components for good control decks, but not all of them. Just kind of has good AoE. That's about it. Or not even that great of AoE. So hopefully Zoolock will be playable to make Warlock playable. And this looks like a Hunter or Demon Hunter card. So Hunter is probably going to be pretty scary to play if they're getting even more aggro tools. Druid, Mage, Priest, and Rogue fight for the Protoss, led by the Noble, High Templar, Arcanist. They specialize in powerful, higher-cost cards that are made cheaper throughout the game. They are good at ramping up to explosive bursts of power. Your Protoss cards this turn are 2 less. Okay, I mean, that helps you fight back, so this is like more of a control style. Deal 3 damage if this kills a minion. Your Protoss minions cost 1 less this game. Ooh, that's a very good card. That's fucking a great control card. You get to kill something to slow down the aggression and you fight back even better because your Protoss should all be cheaper. At the end of your turn, summon 4/1s interceptors that attack random enemies. And this costs 12. That's interesting. So you know there's going to be crazy reduction abilities because you have to be able to reduce it even twice to even play it. And that's a pretty good end of turn effect. Wonder how cheap you can get it. And finally, Paladin, Shaman, and Warrior make up the Terran forces, led by legendary Jim Raynor. The Terran have special starship synergies that help them launch multiple starships each game. Uh-oh. That sounds terrifying in Arena. So they already gave more cards to make starships more viable. So I was hating on Paladin, and I still am kind of hating on Warlock, but maybe there's enough Zoo shit to make aggressive Zoo Warlock playable in Arena. If there isn't, Warlock's going to be terrible. But the mechanic of starships doesn't even really have a good counter at all currently in Arena. Shaman is decent, and Warrior's good at surviving, so this is like a very kind of good gotcha at the end. But I don't know, Kill Jaden by itself might screw this plan up. So we have a 1/3. This looks like I don't know if this is neutral. I don't know who gets this card, but your next, maybe it's Paladin. Your next starship launch is 2 less. Oh, so you could launch a starship for 3. So you could do more than one end of game launch. Starship piece, battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Also triggers on launch. Oh, that's really good. Siege tank, deal 10 damage to a random enemy minion. Transforms if you launch a starship this game. Transforms into what? Oh, into siege tank deployed. Okay. Deal 10 damage to random enemy minions. Excess damage hits the enemy hero. Ooh, okay. Looks like these are Shaman cards. Yeah, and they're all mech class as well. Good catch. It's a mech as well for Magnet Strats. Yeah. The Terran classes, maybe all 3 of these classes share these classes. Because it doesn't make sense to me that Shaman gets 3, Paladin gets 1, and Warrior gets nothing. So I'm assuming that, but this looks like a Druid only. I don't know. Maybe there's the other classes and cards that I haven't seen. The Terran classes also have a special starship, the Battle Cruiser, that has the new art minion type. If you have a signature starship piece in your starship, you will get signature art version of the Battle Cruiser. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool art, I guess. If you're a Paladin, Shaman, or Warrior, when you launch your starship, it will be a Battle Cruiser, just like how the starship class had a unique art treatments. Okay, so these 3 classes get a unique launch, art launch, but it doesn't really do anything. I mean, all of this shit should have been revealed. So I didn't catch all of these reveals, and I don't see where it's listed online. So sorry about that. Let me see if I can find a little bit better of the entire sets to give you a more thorough opinion. But it is going live. I think it usually goes live at like 9 p.m. Pacific, which would be 6 a.m. I think it goes live in like 8 hours, essentially, from now. But don't quote me on that. Whatever its normal live time is, I think that's supposed to be 9 or 10 a.m. Pacific. So maybe in about 12 hours, it should be live safely. I'll just say that. Maybe it'll be delayed or something because Blizzard's a small indie company. Heroes of StarCraft. Heroes of StarCraft reset. Same cards. Okay, here we go. I found it finally. All right, we got it. Hey, what's up, Duxie? I finally found it. I just had to go through what it's actually called, and then it's here. What you need to do is get in shape and not worry about Hearthstone. Trump is president now, and even military personnel better get their ass in line. I have been getting in shape. I've been working out 3 to 4 times a week, Duxie. Why? Like, that's one of the reasons I'm like, I didn't stream yesterday. Okay, so this is all of the cards that are coming out in like 8 hours. So we'll look at them all, and then, you know, that'll be the stream. Viper, summon a minion. This is for Death Knight. Summon a minion from your opponent's hand from other Zerg minions. Gain Reborn and attack it. Your other Zerg minions. So basically, it's a 4-mana 5/3. It summons something from your opponent's hand, and your entire board gets reborn and gets to kill it. That's pretty broken. That sounds potentially good, I think. Hopefully. Question mark. This might be good, this might be terrible. I'm not sure. Infestor. Your Zerg minions have +1/+1 for the rest of the game. That's broken as fuck. So this is going to be a problem. Baneling Barrage. Get a 1/1 Baneling that explodes. If you control a Zerg minion, get another Baneling. So what does it do when it explodes? Does it deal an extra 1? It's like a 1/1 that deals 1 to an enemy, I think is what that means. I don't do lines well anymore. Okay, good. Just go away. The Lurker for Demon Hunter. After a friendly minion attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy, or 2 if your minion is a Zerg. Okay. Don't know. This is pretty weak stats, and I wasn't too excited for Demon Hunter anyway, like to begin with. Also damages minions next to whomever this attacks, and the neighboring enemy hero if the neighbor is missing. Oh, okay. I don't know. Your Zerg minions have +1 attack and rush last 3 turns. I mean, that's pretty good, but I think Demon Hunter is going to be weak. Like these are like, I'm not super excited. They're good, strong cards, but based on whatever else is in the set, I just think it's going to be weak compared to like Hunter or Rogue. Okay, Druid, Taunt, Divine Shield, Battlecry. Spend 4 mana to double this minion's stats. So you can play a 7 mana. Oh wait, you could do this in the same turn too, because there's ways to reduce your whatever this is called, your Protoss or whatever. Like, I didn't play enough StarCraft. Sorry, I think it's Protoss. You could make this 6, and then you have 10 mana, and you could play on 10. You can play a 6. You could play a 10/16, which is pretty damn good with Taunt. Your next it is Protoss. Your next Protoss card this turn costs 2 less. Or you could just combo it with this card and do it on turn 9. Carrier at the end of the turn. Okay, so the Pylons makes Carrier immediately playable, so that answers that question. Pretty solid. I think Druid's going to be pretty good tomorrow. Okay, finally, Trample. I mean, I like the options, right? Like, it's potentially exciting, but you know it's Arena, so there's going to be like 3 or 4 classes that you're not going to, and some of the functionality isn't going to hit and be playable. eventually, maybe in the end of the year of this year, maybe the all this like StarCraft shit will be playable and fun in Arena when they come out with the next expansion or whatever. And there's more tools at our disposal. So for Hunter, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Repeat for... Okay, Hydralisk. This was the card I thought was broken from the previous page. Roach. When you draw this, get a copy of it. Battlecry. If you control another Zerg minion, gain +2/+2. So you get 2 2s on draw, and then you can buff to a 3/4 for 2 mana. This seems like a very good tempo card. This is going to be good, for sure. Evolution Chamber, give your minions +1 attack, give your Zergs +1/+1, and then you have like a potential grow a board, play this on like turn 6, and then kill your opponent. Hunter, I think Hunter's going to be playable and good. I hope all these suck. Mage looks like scary fucking good. It depends on Zerg, Protoss, neutrals. Yeah, that's true. Which we'll look at the very end. Because that's how everything's always listed. So Mage, Colossus, deal 1 damage to all enemies twice. Improved by Protoss spells you cast throughout the game. Fuck. I mean, that's pretty good. So Mage might have like a big finisher where they just fucking deal like 12 damage to you after you on like turn like 17 after you've had an epic control game. So that's great that that's in there. Mech Mage is back. What year is this, right? Reconnaissance Coil. Deal 5 damage to a minion. Get a random Protoss spell. It's probably pretty good depending on what those Protoss spells are. And it's 5 damage for 3, which is better than like 4, which is kind of standard, or even 3. So you get to remove something and generate a spell. That's a really good card for Arena. Gain 6 armor, and your next spell is... So you have a healing spell, and then you have a reduction. So that's good for survivability. Okay, now to Paladin. What's up, Andrew? You can Google Hearthstone Library, and usually that shows the cards as they reveal them. Has all 194 cards from Great Dark Beyond. Yeah, that's... Thanks for that tip, Andrew. I don't think they've added so tomorrow, in about 12 hours... They are going to be releasing the mini set expansion which is new. So none of these cards I think are in the library, but I think they would be in after it officially releases in like 12 hours. So that's why like they've released to the public what cards are in the set, as they always do a few days before like a new expansion or edition or mini set launches. But it hasn't been live on the game client yet. So I don't think, I think that tip works in 12 hours, so I appreciate it, is what I'm saying. So I'm going over this because in 12 hours, and when I stream tomorrow, Arena, Standard, Battlegrounds, or whatever, the new patch goes live, and it'll be like a fresh update into the game with these cards that we're looking at for Arena and Standard. And I think Battlegrounds, however they use them in Battlegrounds or whatever. Hellion, your other minions have +1 attack. Transforms if you launch a starship this game. Has these cards too, does it? Oh, you said Google Hearthstone Library. Not okay. I thought you were mentioning... I was thinking that you were talking about like search. My brain, as I read it, for some reason went to this, which is stupid. Sorry. You said Google Hearthstone Library. Oh, I'm trying that right now. Yeah, that is working. Yeah, it does. It did work. Thank you for that tip. I will remember that for next time. The other cards specifically, though, like the additions that aren't in arena are not in like standard. If I was interested in standard or wild, I like how I did it like set at a time, so I could give you like what I think is going to be strong tomorrow is the point. And then this is just like I don't really care about the other cards that aren't in arena essentially, but I appreciate that. That's a good way to filter it quicker. I guess I use the client. I use this client and filtered for the current and or whatever. But that's definitely efficient. But I'm gonna keep going. Appreciate the tip. I'll remember that. Your other minions have +1 attack. Okay, I already went over that. Ultra Capacitor. Starship Piece, Battlecry, gain +1/+1 for each other friendly minion. Also triggers on launch. So this is like something that I think it'll store the stats into the starship. So let's say you have like 2 minions on board, then it'd be a 3/3 or 2, which would be better. Or it could be even bigger than that, and then you could store it as the 3/3, I would assume, into the starship instead of the 1/1. And that's another function that the starship will do as it's stored. So that's probably better. It's not super exciting by looking at it, but I think it'll be better in arena. I think that's a deceptively good card. I think it's probably it might be A tier, even though it looks like it might suck. Salvage the bunker. Summon 2/2 Marines with taunt. Your next starship costs 2 less. Yeah, this is pretty good. Getting multiple launches. So the Paladin strategy is going to be play a bunch of starships, which might be pretty strong. So maybe Paladin will be playable. We'll see. Priest is going to make a comeback tomorrow in the next meta. It has a lot of the stuff that made it be very strong in the past, as those sets are back. Mothership. Taunt, Battlecry, and Death Rattle get 2 random Protoss minions, and it's a 12 cost, but you can reduce Protoss minions, so it will be playable, and that's great stats. Plus you could potentially get 3 of them if you ridiculously high roll. Hallucination. Summon a copy of a friendly Protoss minion. It takes double damage. So it has to be friendly, yet it has a drawback. But it still wouldn't matter because the Death Rattle does the same thing in Mothership, so that would be a good combo. Sorry about that. Just had a tickle in my throat right now. Sentry. Lifesteal, Death Rattle. Your Protoss minions cost 1 less this game. See, that's pretty good. If you can draft a bunch of these and then have your late game minions be cheap. So yeah, I think Priest is going to be strong. Rogue. Dark Templar, Stealth, Battlecry. Destroy an enemy minion. That's... Play another Templar to merge into Archon. Or Archon, however you're supposed to say that. And this is another Templar. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. So this has AoE and it's a 3/5? Holy shit, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Rogue, I would play, like, Rogue's gonna be fucking good tomorrow, so... I'm excited for Rogue. Jeez, all 3 of this shit looks really good. Draw a Protoss minion, combo, cost 2 less. Okay. Solid, very good. All 3 of these seem like very broken for arena cards. Shaman. We already saw the Siege Tank that you can deploy and upgrade to make the excess go face. Missile Pod, Starship Piece, deal 1 damage to all enemies, triggers on launch. That's pretty good defensive. Like anti-hunter and maybe demon hunter stuff. Lock on, set a minion's health to 1. Your next starship launch costs 2 less. Wow. So you could lock on Missile Pod, clear anything for 3 mana. That's pretty that's pretty good for 1 mana. And it's not even overloaded. That's really fucking good. Jeez. Shaman's gonna be good too. Alright. Warlock I wasn't too excited about, but maybe Zulok will be playable. Remove 1 durability from a friendly location to restore 8 HP to your hero. Okay, I mean, it's a cheap way to heal for 8, which is useful to Warlock. The Cavern, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Summon an 8/8 Ultralisk with Rush. Okay, I mean, that's a very powerful death rattle. And you can, so like the consume has good synergy. Because you get 8 HP, and then once it's gone, you get an 8/8 with Rush for 3 mana. That's very fucking good. Taunt, can't attack, has +3 if you control a location. So these are very, very good. I think like the all of these cards are like extremely stronger than anything else for the same amount of mana, which isn't surprising. The least excited I've gotten looking at cards for class cards in the mini set so far is for Demon Hunter. This is all potentially really broken shit. The only problem is it's in Warlock. So if you can draft enough of this shit to not die, but 8/8s in 2 turns aren't going to save you. So I still think Warlock is going to suck, but maybe I'll be wrong. Oh, so rattles on locations. Yep, that is new. Warrior. Thor, Battlecry, deal 5 damage, transforms if you've launched a starship this game. Transformed into what? Maybe you deal more damage or something? Starship piece, destroy a random enemy minion on Battlecry. Also triggers on launch. Okay, like the starship launches are going to be a lot stronger, because maybe starship decks are going to be playable tomorrow. Because they were too weak to play in standard, like is what I heard. Deal 2 damage and gain 2 armor. Your next starship launch is 2 less. That's pretty good. Solid value. It's like the Rift, and then it makes your starship. So like 2 classes can now launch starships for 3 instead of 5. So I think Warrior will be playable. Gruntly, summon 4 random Murlocs, then shoot them at enemy minions. You pick the targets? Whoa. That sounds fucking fun. So you get basically almost a full board. You get 5 minions and you can choose the targets. But it has to go to minions, unfortunately. It's too bad they couldn't all go face. That seems like a pretty good addition to like the Zerg classes, the aggressive classes. Control, maybe you want something a little bit more value over time. But that seems very strong and fun, playable. Multi-class. Having a way to launch early and then restock your pieces for late game launch with Legendary seems hella good. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot more tools to make spaceships a lot stronger, because it was like fun, but like basically only playable in Arena, and you would need to get lucky on your draft. And now there's like a third of the pool can be potentially sets that have starship stuff in it to give you enough to launch 2 or 3 in one Arena game even. But for standard, I think hopefully it makes it more viable and playable and fun, like the starship concept. So we have Kerrigan, Queen of Blades, summon 2/5 Brood Queens, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay, so you have an AoE, and you generate a board while you're oh wow, that's very good. That's got to be a very good legendary pick. I can't imagine. I don't know what you're gonna do with your hero power with this card, but that effect alone is very good. And it goes face too. So maybe it'll help you be more aggressive or something. I'm not sure. Just a simple little Zergling that we've seen. It's the first time I've seen a 4-way multi-class. Usually it's just been dual class. At the end of your turn, get a larva that transforms into random Zerg minions. That's a high roll card. This is going to be super good in Arena. Holy shit. Definitely a kill on sight type of card. That's a crazy effect. Draw 2 Zerg cards. They cost 1 less. Okay. Okay, we already saw this spawning pool. Oh, okay. So this was this color because it's a multi-class card. That's what I was wondering. Artenis. Summon 2 So these are the Warlock cards. How playable will Warlock be? I don't know. I think any of the other 3 cards that you get these cards with are just better versions of this than Warlock. Warlock's got good class cards, but the other cards in the sets are just like so weak. So I think Warlock will be the weakest class. I think that's my opinion. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. But I would avoid playing Warlock tomorrow. Maybe you can play it tomorrow and people won't know what you're playing against and it'll be fine. But after things normalize in about 4 or 5 days, that'll probably be at the bottom. Summon 2, 3, 4 Zealots with charge or Protoss minions. Cost 2 less this game. Okay, that's really fucking good. Because we have all these 12 cost cards. That you can make them cost. You can go 12 to 9 right now, and there's spells that make it cost even to 7. Void Ray, Rush, Divine Shield, Battlecry. If this costs 0, gain +2/+2. And it said Mac again. Diner. Chrono Boost. Draw 2 Proto cards. Summon a 3/4 Zealot with charge. Are you serious? Wow. For 4 mana, you can now draw 2 cards and get a 3/4 that also has fucking charge. Not rush, charge. I remember 3 mana used to just draw 2 cards, and that was good when Hearthstone was released. Now, for 1 more mana, you do the same thing. I mean, they have to be Protoss cards, but probably we'll be able to get enough Protoss cards to make that work. And you also get a 3/4 with fucking charge. What the? Exactly, that's broken as fuck. I only did well with Druid, Warrior, and Warlock ships, stacking armor for the Warrior gain attack when you gain armor, Legend, but it also works to just stay alive and fatigue with Druid and Warrior, yeah. Warp Gate. In Standard. Yeah, I just heard that it was, like, there was better options. But, like, I bet if you were playing, like, a more meta deck, you probably would have won more games, so you're trying to have fun. Like, in Climbed Higher, or whatever. Your next Protoss minion costs 3 less. Okay, so then we could get the 7 cost, the 12 originally 12 cost Proto down to 4. So that's another tool. That'll probably be pretty broken. Deals 3 damage if this kills a minion. Your Protoss minions cost 1 less this entire game. Yeah, and you could get a bunch of cannons. So yeah, like the Protoss classes, all of these classes seemed like they're going to be pretty good. I liked like that was almost like my top 3 like inklings, but I don't know. I think Mage and Priest and Rogue are like, Mage will probably be the best of these 3, but all of these 4 should be playable and pretty strong. But Death Knight might be the strongest like Zerg. Mage might be the strongest Protoss. Or maybe it could be Rogue. Rogue and Priest, like they all have good cards, all of these 4. But I think Mage has the most good cards. And then maybe Priest and Rogue are kind of tied. So you probably want to play Death Knight and Mage. Okay, and then we finish with the what's this? Protoss, Zerg, and what's the third one called? Forgot what it's called. Whatever the Starship Boys are called. Fuck, it doesn't say. Relaunch every Starship you launch this game. Ooh. This is like really classic because you got like the mid-range, whatever the fuck the Starship Boys are called. I can't remember the third class of StarCraft right now. Sorry, you have Protoss, Zerg, and whatever this is. So you have the classic like 3 archetypes. I really like it. It's cool. I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. So if you get like 3, you could get 2. You could get a early game Starship release, then a like a mid game one, and then this could be your late game, where you're launching like 3 different starships simultaneously and just kind of tempoing out. Your next starship launch costs 2 less. Very good card. It's got good stats. Great effect. Stealth. Battlecry. If you're building a starship, destroy the lowest cost card in your opponent's hand. Wow. That's too bad it's not the highest cost, but that's a pretty good thing to do. There's a lot of combos that have the cheap cards coming out tomorrow. Draw 2 Terran. That's what it's called. It's Zerg, Terran, and Protoss. Okay. Draw 2 Terran cards. Summon a 2/1 starship piece with the effect when launched. Rogue wins because they just combo harder. I can only imagine Rogue being slightly passive for 5 turns, and then all of a sudden they've got 2 cards left in their deck, and I'm dead. Yeah, well, the Rogue has a lot of good swingy super tempo combo options. So it's kind of funny because they have like they're a part of the control group, right? No, they're a part of the Zerg group. Okay, good. So Rogue's gonna be in this group. Fuck, I forgot what a part of. Okay, let me read the last one and then. Summon a 2/1 starship piece with the with an effect when launched. Okay, so this could probably have any one of the normal 11 effects, so that's pretty good. Draw 2 Terran cards, summon a 2/1 starship with an effect. Okay, so you can there's a lot of different options to build bigger, badder, and scarier. These are the typical mid-range classes. And I think these starships are going to be pretty good and viable and playable. But I think the Warrior and Shaman's going to be the best one of these 3. Warrior's going to be probably a close second, and Paladin maybe will be playable. Probably be a little fringe playable, but I think Paladin's going to be the weakest of these. For these, Mage is going to be the best, and Rogue, kind of Rogue is a part of the Protoss, right? Yeah. So it's kind of curious to me that Rogue is a part of the Protoss. I would think that Rogue would be part of the Smork boys, because that's interesting. So Rogue might be one of the best just because it has the most flexible options when you're making a deck. Because it has control options. It has some of those sets have very good aggro options for Rogue. So, yeah. Priest, there's really never an aggro Priest. But I think Priest is going to be a slight second in this group. And I don't know. I think Rogue maybe Rogue will be one of the better classes. I think Rogue's going to make a very good comeback. I think Rogue is going to be very strong. These 4 are going to be good. The only, I don't know if Demon Hunter is going to be very good looking at everything. So the classes I'm least excited to play tomorrow that I think are going to end up being the worst after looking at everything is Warlock, Paladin, and Demon Hunter. I think everything else has tools that it can be strong. And of this group, I think Death Knight will be the best, with Hunter being the second best, depending on how much Death Knight is nerfed. So, and that concludes my... overall, including for the past hour, including all of the sets that are going to be in the new arena, plus all of the new additions that we just looked at, review and advice on what I think is going to be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Usually I record this and then upload it, so maybe I'll edit it down and upload the little shorter version to YouTube this week. But you got it here first live, so I appreciate everybody watching. And it's definitely time for me to go to bed. It took a bit longer than I wanted it to, but hope you enjoyed it. And it's just me and you here, Niner, on Twitch, so I'm gonna just gonna call it, and I'll raid somebody tomorrow. I did. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks. Yeah. So go watch whoever you want. I'm not gonna bother just sending you to somebody. You can choose. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good one. See, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Twitch.